Yo, what's popping? It's Thomathan, your coach of Compound Dice, and I'm here for Real BPL Season 4, Week 2 prep against Taipei Shurikens, coached by Freya. So, first thing I notice, looking at his team, these guys are speedy as hell. 135, 106, 123, 110, 110, and this 90 is crucially annoying because it stops my Dragon, it stops my Chiyu from being able to run Modest, and I dislike that a lot. But before I get into my mindset, really, my thought process, I'm going to tell you the 6 ones I'm bringing, and you can try and guess what sets they're going to be. So, ready? Sneasler, Chiyu, Corviknight, Clodsire, Hydra, Dondozo. Boom. Rilla still at home. Sylveon, not here. My scrubs, gone. So anyway, write it down in the comments. Let me know what you think I'm bringing, and I will tell you what I am. So, who is he bringing? Well, he's bringing a Chiyu. Or not a Chiyu. I'm bringing a Chiyu. He's bringing a Chien-Pao, for sure. It's a Chien-Pao. You bring a Chien-Pao. Just how it goes. Who else is he bringing? I think you bring Iron Treads. I don't care that you lose to these two. These three, really. You're good against my primary rocker. You also lose to this. And this. You lose to a lot, but it's his only hazards, and it's his best chance to spin against CLOD. So that's why I think he brings Iron Treads. Who else does he bring? Azu definitely comes because my Chiyu's here. Let me get rid of all these squiggly lines. So I think Boom, Boom for sure. I think Azu definitely comes for Chiyu, for Hydra. It just makes sense. It doesn't matter that I have a Water Absorb guy or this too. Like, he needs something to switch into those mons. And you can run Ice Spinner for CLOD, so it's not a big deal. Dondozo's a little bit more annoying, but whatever. Next, I'm not sure about Amoonguss. I think Amoonguss could come. It's good for being able to switch into Sneasler. Rillaboom if I choose to bring it. Sylveon, which is in there. Spore is really annoying. I don't have anyone that can easily absorb that because Rillaboom doesn't want to switch in on the Poison guy anyway. It's good to clear smog my guys. I don't know. It could come. Noivern, I think, should come for sure. The 123 speed tier annoys the hell out of my Sneasler. It also won't die to it, unlike Chien-Pao. So it can switch into it with Boots, Roost, Draco. Hurricane looks okay. You can Inflame on for Corviknight. It looks pretty good. Zoroark, I don't think will come simply because I think Raichu Alola is better. If it comes. It's one of the other ones that I'm like, could come because you have a special attacker that can own Clodsire. Right? You have a ground type. My only ground type is weak to Psychic. Psyshock owns Sylveon too. It does look good. The only problem is Hydreigon, but you can run Focus Blast if you want. And Focus Blast will do a lot. Like, if you run Psychic Electric move, Psyshock, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Focus Blast, kills Boom, Boom, Boom. You live. Shout out to Rillaboom. Sylveon will take a ton. This thing takes a ton. This thing takes a ton. This thing takes a ton. It does a lot. Expert Belt for attack. Life Orb for attack, whatever it is. It looks really good to me, and you have a good speed tier to back it up. So I think Raichu probably should come, and I like it more than the Amoonguss. Hoopa's not coming. Even with Terra, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I have 2 dark types. You're slow. I don't think Hoopa works. Arcanine is a beast. Choice Band, Adamant will run me. Right? Head Smash will just own everything. Dondozo can't take 2. My only rock resist is CLOD, who will take 2, I believe, or I could be max defense to take 2, but it gets owned by Flare Blitz anyway. So this thing is a complete beast, even though he gets outsped by 3 of my guys. He's a beast, and I have no good switch into it. It'll chunk me. It'll at least get 1, I think, no matter what. So I think basically Chien-Pao, Treads, Azu, maybe Amoonguss, definitely Noivern, maybe Raichu, and definitely Arcanine. I guess Arcanine could be... No, I guess Treads could be more of a maybe if he wants to forego rocks. And because my Corv does kind of own him. But then that would force his Noivern to be his defogger. And Noivern doesn't really come in on CLOD that well. You get Toxic. And I guess that's all. But I can sit there and hit my rocks all day. And you can do no damage to me. And then eventually the Toxic will just mess you up. So I guess you could do that. But we'll see. We'll see what he does. So how am I going to combat this? What are my guys doing to combat this tomfoolery below me? Well, I'm max HP defense, sleep talk, rest, body press, liquidation, Dondozo. This lets me take 2 adamant choice band crunches. So I can comfortably switch in on it, even if rocks are up, because I have lefties. It also is the only thing that can maybe switch into Arcanine Head Smash. Two-shot, I believe it's 60 or 30% of the time, I don't remember which. But then you also incorporate that 20% chance to miss. It's not that bad. Like, it's not a great answer, but it's better than 90% of answers. So that's where I'm at for Dondozo. He also comes in on Azu. Just is a Dondozo. He's going to sit there. He's going to do things. Next, I want to look at Chiyu. Because Chiyu, I'm Choice Scarf, 3 fire moves. Dark Pulse. I don't need Psychic in this matchup at all, right? It doesn't make any sense. And he just kind of is here to hopefully come in and clean up eventually. Like, look how much gets owned by him. Boom, boom. This thing owns me. This thing gets owned. This thing gets 2-shot. It doesn't 2-shot back because I have a little bit of HP anyway. This thing gets owned. This thing gets owned. This thing gets owned. This thing owns me, but I 2-shot it. Venomoth is not real. You're never bringing Venomoth when I have a Clodsire. I'm not even thinking about Venomoth. Like, realistically, he could bring all of these guys, and it's valid. I think all of them have a valid argument. Hoopa's a little harder to make, but you could make it. And Zoroark you can make just because it's Zoroark, and it causes mind games. So yeah, Chiyu hopefully comes in. I know there's a lot of priority, right? Priority right here. But I'm okay with it. I guess even Thwacky has Fake Out, and I think technically so does Raichu, but those guys are not using their Prio. I can live a Chien-Pao Ice Shard and plus E-Speed, I believe. I think I live them both if they're both banded, and if they're both banded, then they will take Uber Rocks damage because I'm packing Rocks, of course, when his only guy. Like, even though he has 2 good removers, Rocks is so good into him, I can't pass it up. So yeah, Chiyu hopefully does a little cleaning, gets at the broom a little bit, not quite a sweep. Maybe not a broom. Maybe he pulls up like with the dirty rag kind of thing. So from there, I'll talk about what is switching into Azumarill. So both CLOD or I guess Misery Business reference, LOL. Corvaru Bertamura can come in on the Azu pretty easily. I was going back and forth between Press, U-Turn, and Brave Bird. I needed to know what combination of those 3 moves. I ended up going with Press just because it does hit a lot, right? It hits boom, 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 right? And these are like 3 mons that are important to hit. I do miss out on Brave Birding like the rest of them, but I have U-Turn, so U-Turn kind of takes care of those 2. Like, kind of, sort of, not really. I also will live a Raichu T-Bolt, I believe, with max HP. So there's that. But I don't know. I was going back and forth on it because I needed an Amoonguss answer, but then I get put to sleep, and then the rocks go up, and then my Chiyu just is a dead fish, and it's not great. I don't know. I really wish right now that my Corv wasn't the only option I had for removal. I wish that I had something else of some kind. Even like back here, it would be nice to have one. Just in case. Because you never know when your removal matches up nicely to the rocker, right? Corv does it here anyway, though, so I guess it'd be Corv no matter what. But I don't know. I'm a little pensive about my selection of Body Press. And we'll see if it works out. U-Turn is just so good for momentum anyway. That it's like... My fear with no Body Press was that it would let in the big Arcanine guy for free. And then if it came down to like a final situation where I have my Corv up and he has like a Chien-Pao and stuff like that, I didn't want to be stuck with Brave Bird. I don't know. It only really makes sense for Amoonguss, but whatever. So, Corvaru, he's this. He doesn't really take... I think he still gets 2-shot by Adamant Choice Band Arcanine Head Smash. Like, he still gets owned. But the pressure at least makes me take 2 off. So maybe I will do that. And find out if I can pressure him into losing all his goated attack. The other guy that can switch into Azu, Claudius Maximus. Formerly, I don't remember, Cassius Claude, I guess. So I'm running a Water Absorb Yachi Berry EQ counter Toxic Recover with enough defensive investment that I will not get owned completely by Adam and Chien-Pao, even through rocks, I believe. I don't remember exactly if I incorporated rocks in that or not, but I hope I did. This is basically to be a kind of a blanket counter. I can Noivern gets. I can come in on Noivern. I can come in on Zoroark. I can come in on Azu. The Yachi Berry makes me take the Ice Spinner pretty well if he wants to do that. But realistically, if it goes Chiyu 30% to Azu, and then I go CLOD on a water move, he's gonna want to switch. I think even with Ice Spinner doing that much, getting your Azu toxic would be like hell. Like that's really bad for the potential sweep that is CC from Sneasler, or Chiyu just being threatening, or even Hydra, right? They're both threatening mons. So I'm gonna kind of play it safe at the beginning. I'm not gonna outright hit the counter, I think. I'm gonna scout it out and see exactly what he's planning. Maybe I will go CLOD and then go back to Corv just to see what his thoughts are, what his plans are. Because this is Rocky Helmet Corv. This thing gets chipped, and that's why I want U-turn as well. Because you're probably gonna switch with your Azu if I'm in on Corv. But I'm excited for this Clodsire. I can counter this thing as well. Oh, I just hit Earthquake on it. Counter doesn't really make any sense, actually. I just hit Earthquake on Arcanine pretty freely. But Shreds, Chimpao, Azu can all get countered. And the alternative is Spikes, which would be good, admittedly. But, however, I think I'm going to struggle to keep my rocks up, let alone my spikes. I could do double rocks, because my rocks are on Hydra. Spoilers. I'm running Hydra on rocks for the second week in a row. I'm running rocks on Hydra, rather. We'll see if the counter works out. Hopefully, I can catch out the Chimpao or the Treads or something. Because CLOD doesn't matter that much to me, I think. It's only good for these two. It was like the mon that I was like, I have 5 mons picked out. What should I do next? Between these 3 and then these 3. But the problem with Rillaboom is like Amoonguss, Noivern. They both just get owned. And then he gets owned by Arcanine, who is faster. He gets owned by Chimpao, who is faster. It's like, it didn't really make a lot of sense, I think. The problem with Sylveon is you have an Amoonguss, you have an Iron Treads. They both get owned. It doesn't take Icicle Crash that well. It doesn't even block the special damage it's supposed to from either of these two, who will both be Psyshock because I have a CLOD. It lets in Arcanine way too easily. Like, it just doesn't look good. And then Rotom would be kind of chill for Treads, but like not really, because Knockoff just kind of ruins my life. Persian's not real. Lumineon is not real. So it is what it is. I went with CLOD. I put a counter Yachi Berry on him. If it gets used, cool. If it doesn't, it doesn't. No big deal. CLOD doesn't matter that much. Could I have just put rocks here and Black Sludge and called it a night? I could have. Definitely could have. I did not. And killing Azu or any of the other 2 guys I can with the counter is big. And this 140 defense will probably mess him up a bit in some capacity. So I guess the next place to go is Hydranges gang. Oh, whoops. Hydranges gang. The Hydreigon. With Safety Goggles, Stealth Rock, Draco, Dark Pulse, Fire Blast, fast guy, special attack, a little bit of HP for the one time. So this is my Amoonguss switching, because I couldn't be Corvaru, couldn't be the Amoonguss switching, because that's also my Iron Tread switch in if he hits rocks, right? I want to defog them out right away. And it's also the Azu switch. It's complicated, okay? It's complicated. But basically, I didn't want my Safety Goggles to be my knockoff switch in. And these two can kind of fill similar roles. They can both switch in on Iron Treads. They can both kind of come in on... Well, I guess that's really the main role. If this was Goggles, he could... And Brave Bird, it could have came in on Amoonguss as well. But I just needed Goggles on one of them. And I thought Rocky Helmet was better for Corvaru. So, Hydrangeas gang, Safety Goggles, and we run it. Fire Blast is so that I can set up my rocks. If he wants to spin them away, he gets blasted. Draco's for Draco reasons. Dark Pulse is just for Dark Pulse. Not too much there. Dark Pulse is pretty good into his team for the most part, just because he has those. He will probably bring them on where it's worth clicking, I would expect. And there wasn't really anything else because I don't get anything that can hit Azu, unless I'm mistaken. No, because it's Earth Power. And Earth Power would be good to guarantee get a kill on the dog. But if the dog is Choice Band and I have rocks up, Draco also gets the kill, so I wasn't that worried. So I thought the extra little bit of damage on the Treads would be better. U-turn would be nice maybe for on the Amoonguss. Oh, Fire Blast is also good for Amoonguss, so there's that. We'll see. I like it. And then finally, Capital Sneeze coming back. He is Toxic Plate, Unburden, Close Combat, Dire Claw, Fling, and U-turn with enough speed to outspeed the Noivern if he chooses to be modest and all the other, you know, base 110 guys. So this is, I really like this set. The thing with Sneasler was I didn't want to be Scarf because I only really benefit from outspeeding Chien-Pao for the most part. I don't kill Noivern no matter what. And yeah, you could be like, well, Poison Touch and a little bit of other stuff, right? But like, I don't know. I wanted to be able to switch moves, right? Owned by, look at all these guys that get owned. If I can switch moves, including Fling, right? If I'm stuck on CC, then suddenly it's a lot easier to pivot into Amoonguss and to pivot into these guys. But now that I can hit Dire Claw as well, it's like you're done. Yeah, like it is tough. It is actually tough out here. And then Fling is because only one of these are coming. Hopefully they don't switch out on my Fling. That would be really bad because then I can't really kill them. That would be like pretty poor. But I only need to hit it on them once. I don't need multiple. So it's kind of like a risky thing. And I don't even know if he'll bring these guys. So then it's like, well, what are you hitting Fling on ever? It's like, I can Fling at anything. And also the extra little damage I get on Dire Claw is going to make chipping down Amoonguss or Noivern. If Noivern comes for sure, I think. It's going to make chipping down either of them very easy. It's like the same as running Fire Punch for Amoonguss, basically. But having the benefit of also being able to hit these guys and the benefit of being able to outspeed Chien-Pao and Noivern if I get the necessary chip. Problem with Unburden, the aforementioned priority moves from these guys. It's a reason I didn't want to run SD Unburden, even with like an air balloon to set up on this guy, even with a mental herb or whatever the hell I wanted. It would be hard to sweep. Still kind of hard to sweep, but this time I get a little bit of breaking power for my own sweep. I don't know. And I didn't think that Poison Touch would be that much better than Unburden anyway. Because it's like, look at how they all get owned anyway. They all get one shot regardless. It's like Noivern is the only thing that would be better for me to have Poison Touch. Which I only get one shot at anyway. And Dire Claw actually does more damage now. So I don't know. I like it. We'll find out if it's actually useful. Fling is a really cool move that you always look at in the team builder and you're like, oh, I could use Fling. But like, you never do. I'm using Fling with a Toxic Plate for a base 80 damage move. A base 80 power dark type move. It could have been Poison Barb, which would have guaranteed poison and does do more overall after a turn, but it doesn't guarantee the one shot on like a little bit of HP investment on some of these guys. On like Raichu or Hoopa for sure if he Terras. And I was like, well, I'd rather just not bother with that. Anyway, so I just didn't. That's what I'm going with. Alright, here we are. We are going in to the battle. Okay, let's go. Okay, what is missing that I thought was coming? Noivern! Oh, this is great. This is good news. This is good news. What am I okay, Zoroark is here. No Raichu. I like that. I don't like Arcanine. So his only removal is Hydrangen. Looks really good now, actually, because it can't get outsped by anything. Okay, what do I want to... I want to avoid a lead that fucks it, that gets owned by Arcanine for sure, which means Sneeze or Donald, or... Yeah, pretty much Sneeze or Donald, or maybe Hydrangeas Gang. Either of these three need to come. I'm happy I have safety goggles. He has no Terramons, neither do I. I kind of want to lead Sneeze because it's good into everything. Pretty much. I have to be careful of Scarf on things. But he has to be equally as careful. So it feels right to me because I beat everything that isn't Amoonguss and then I still get to U-turn on it. It feels right. Yeah, I think I'm leading Capital Sneeze. So we'll see what happens. Treads. Sneeze. So the question becomes now, are you Scarf? Why would you be Scarf? Is there any downside to me switching to Corv in case he is Scarf? He's not Scarf. It doesn't make any sense. It literally makes no sense. So I CC. You're not Scarf. You're just not. I refuse to believe it. Me calking immediately. Earthquake will kill me. CC doesn't kill if you're max HP. 25% chance to KO. So U-turn or go hardcore? I'm gonna U-turn. You're not Scarf. You're not Scarf. Yeah, thanks. Helmet? Helmet. Okay, that's fine. Fishery business. Let's start the chip going. You're not Zoroark, that's what the U-turn tells me. Bring out the whole chip. Okay, wait. Timeout. Arcanine would be really bad if he goes into it. Maybe I jumped the gun there. If it's Banded Arcanine, it's like really bad. I could Dark Pulse. You're not staying in. And see, and just feel out the water. Or I could say fuck it and overheat. If you go Arcanine, you go Arcanine. Let's do that. Okay, Azu, cool. 33. Corvaru. I don't even know what song this is. Oh, this is Battle Frontier. That's crazy. Ho ho ho. Oh, you go. This is a good swap for me. What did he think I was going? What did he think the swap was in here? CLOD? He thought this was a CLOD. Interesting. Interesting that you think this is a CLOD. That could be a Zoroark. I could... Okay. Let's say you're a Spec Zoroark. Let's say, hypothetically, you're a Spec Zoroark. That does not kill. It doesn't do it. According to the math. Does this include Modest? That's timid. You're definitely not... You're definitely not Modest. It's only a 37. I think I Roost to Scout. It's fucking rocks. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I defog for free. It's not a big deal. Okay, this is good information. I was actually scared as shit. That did 23. Congrats. The fuck do you do now? Arcanine. Go Arcanine. Go Arcanine. It's the play. You go Arcanine here. Maybe Roost was just like always a shit play. I don't know. It's hard to tell. So your Volt Switch rocks. You have to be EQ. I have a Sneasler. You just have to be EQ. You don't have to be, I guess. But you live it. I don't know. I need to get my my Hydreigon in soon. He needs to go Amoonguss soon. That's what he needs to do. I should have went Hydra on the Amoonguss to start. But getting early chip on Azu was good, I guess. Next time he's going to go Arcanine if I get Chiyu in. If it's Arcanine, I have to go Dondozo. Yeah, here, Arcanine. I can't really risk, like, anything here, to be honest. Let me copy this, actually. Because here's the problem. This thing still owns. This does a ton of damage. Head Smash. Unless he's adamant. He needs to be adamant. Adamant has a 32% chance, and I have rocks off. I just go it. Scarf Dondozo. It's a good play. Now I lose. Well, it's not that bad. The whale is speedy now. What do I do about this? It's kind of good that he's not Scarf, because now Sneasler can own, though. Like, as while it's bad that this thing is tanking a hit like this, or is like this, it's, he's probably faster than Azu. I can go CLOD. I can go hydranges, actually. There's nothing he does that I'm scared of. Pretty much at all. So what does he do if I go CLOD? Then it lets treads in, and then it's a whole thing. He doesn't have a good EQ switch in without Noivern. So CLOD's actually really good now. I think I go hydranges. And find out. Because, like, I don't know what you do here. To be honest with you. You can go a Moongiss. Or you can go a Moongiss or Azu. I'm going to go CLOD. We'll find out. It's U-turn no matter what. It's a good thing I didn't go fucking Dragon then. Holy shit. That could have been bad. Let me put this on loop in case this game goes forever. There we go. Okay, you're at Do I do it? Is it funny time? 90. I'm at 93. Do I do it, team? Okay, what's more? Okay. Oh, Sneasler owns if I do this. I don't even need anything. Live it. Let's go, baby. Get fucked on. Holy shit. Let's fucking go. Owned. Absolutely demolished. Let's go. I don't care about this thing. It could be... Okay, what do I... Okay, let's calm down. What do I recover on? Only Zoroark, maybe. Not even then, because I'm at 24. So it's like, it's either Zoro or... I don't really feel like risking it. Because the only time I don't recover, I don't take anything well at this point. I mean, I could get Water Absorb off. This also makes losing my actually that was a really good play. Holy shit! And that makes losing leftovers like actually okay. So now I either save this. I mean, Donald's kind of useless now. I can just go Donald. No matter what this is, Donald's chill. 49. And now you're like, well, what do I do? What do I do, boss? Figure it out. Keeping CLOD just for like Azu, I think is worth it. Because that HP is not useful. We'll find out if that's a troll mindset. I just liquidate. If you go on Moongus. Oh, I don't really want to liquidate, actually. Scarf Sleep Talk. What are our thoughts on Scarf Sleep Talk after this rest? Does that make any sense to get this HP back? Low-key. It isn't the end of the world. It's kind of funny. Because I don't want to liquidate this, but I also don't want to go anything hard in case he just hits it again. I'm going to rest. Okay, that's fine. Let's go Korvaru. It's pretty free Korvaru. Now, the reason I rest there is because I can come in next turn and be healthy and still threaten things. So now, if that thing comes out again, I can press and figure out what it is. I mean, this Volt Switch kind of hurts, low-key. And then I need to get damage on Zoroark, or I could just U-turn. I could just U-turn. I can go I can't go CLOD. It doesn't make any sense. This Volt Switch does more damage than I'm comfortable with, is my problem. 22. Without leftovers, it's kind of annoying. But I really can't afford rocks. So I go this thing again. I mean, it's not the end of the world, to be honest. And nothing hurts me, really, because I can still come in on this comfortably, even if they defog. So I'm going to defog again. That's fine. Because Azu will never do anything. Yeah, Azu can't do anything. Actually, I can't switch into it now. Oh, I've trolled. I can't switch into Azu at this range. It's not a thing I can do. But if I... But then Azu's in range of death, right? Keeping these rocks off the field is more important than Corviknight's life, I think, is what I've figured out. Now, what do I do? You're on Arcanine. Now, do I go back to Donald? Do I sack my CLOD? I mean, I can go Donald and then hit Sleep Talk and it does something, no matter what. And if it's Zoroark, then... Oh, then what? If he's Zoroark? Zoroark will kill me here. That's the wrong one. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it does. Yeah, I'm at 56. It's a 50-50. It is a 50-50. That's also banded damage from the Dondozo. I'm gonna go back into it. I mean, it's Corv is way more useful. Okay, so this is a roll. I'm also getting out his head smashes. Let's find out. Let's find out what happens. Oh, he's lucky, dude. I guess he's not lucky, but so now Sneeze gets in. I guess I could go Dragon and get my rocks up and bait. Because if I do this, then all that happens is Amoonguss comes in. Because this doesn't kill me, right? It does. It just does. But I get rocks up. I'm trading this for rocks. I can't do it. I can do it. I can do it. Does this even kill Sneasler? I don't think it does. It does. I'm slowly putting myself in E-speed range. Troll moment. How much does E-Speed do to me? 56. Okay, 66 is the magic number. The Aqua Jet doesn't matter. I'm going to call that one as not mattering. I think I'm already in range of them both anyway. Just CC. Okay, goodbye. Oh, no, this isn't a Zoroark. 68? 68. Really? 68? That's the type of damage we're doing? 68? He thinks I'm Scarf right now. Does he go Zoro here? I can fling after. Do I win with a fling? No, I don't. I'm minus defense. Low key. Killing this is so good, though. You definitely hard swap Zoro or Volt Switch here. Hydranges looks okay regardless. I think you hard swap Zoro, and I think I go this. I think I read the Zoro swap. A Moongus. This is good. That was fantastic. Phenomenal. That was phenomenal. Do I Fire Blast first to get a Moongus chip? Or Moongus chip secondary, do you think? Draco does this. I'm gonna rocks. Oh, Zoro. Is that how it works? Wait, how is that Zoroark too? I'm stupid. I don't even know how it works. I don't even know how the fucking game works. I thought he was always going to be Arcanine from there on out. But I guess things change. Oh, that's bad news. Your turn does a lot too. So now the question is, how much will CLOD take to an Azumarill? Well, CLOD isn't a good switch in anymore, and it dies anyway. So the answer is, do I go Corviknight, play rough, plus Liquid doesn't kill, but double Liquid will kill? And that's where I'm. Well, even if I okay, I'll still go with Corv anyway. 20, 17. I get a Roost here because Liquid doesn't kill. U-turn could be good. I'm gonna get a Roost. I don't care. You can go Treads. You're gonna kill yourself, and you're gonna kill yourself. I'm gonna. Okay. Goodbye, rocks. Okay. I like this. I like this. I think I sack CLOD now and use that for info. Because it's useful, but it isn't that useful. So I think I'm sacking CLOD, and we're finding out what's going on. That's what I'm doing. I hate these mind games. I hate them. Okay, you're a head smash. What do I do with this information? Do I get my rocks up right now? I could start Dire Claw. He's Helmet. It's so annoying that he's Helmet. I mean, Corv, I can technically go Corv and Roost on this, can't I? And then he runs out. Oh, but I guess Flare Blitz will do shit too. A Fling is useless now, by the way. Except to kill Zoroark. That's the only thing Fling is useful for, which is funny. It's Night Slash. I mean... I think getting my rocks up ignores all mind games. Whereas if I go this and I hit CC and you go Zoro, I'm in danger. I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. So I low key. I'm gonna get my fucking rocks up. I could also. I'm getting my rocks up. I'm getting them up. I like this play. So now you're either Zoro and you U-turn, or you're a Moongus and you hit Spore. Do I Draco either way? Do I Dark Pulse either way? I'm doing a Dark Pulse, and we'll find out. Because I'm not scared of your Amoonguss. I'm also not scared of your Zoroark, really. Like, U-turn does, what, 40? Sure. But then something has to come in, and that something takes a shit ton of chip. So we're going to find out. 37? Flinched. So that's a whole Amoonguss. That's all that is. Good information. Also, what is your spread? Dark Pulse is 37. It looks like you're probably not Spadef infested. But I'd guess. Don't really know. Fire Blast kills. Let's do that. Let's do that. Fire Blast kills. Let's do that. Sounds good. So what stops Sneasler from sweeping? E-Speed and Aqua Jet. They can't stop the fish, though. 38. I mean, it's an Azumarill. I just go Corv anyway. Like, there's nothing to think about. That's how it works, right? Or is this gonna pretend? This could be pretending to be a fucking Zoroark. Even if it is, isn't that chill? He's actually at 50, but he's at 38, which means I should be big chilling. Because that could just be Zoroark. Alternatively, I could hit Dark Pulse and find out, and fuck around and find out. I don't need this mon anymore, right? I don't need him. I'm going to fuck around and find out. Alive. Well, okay. Even if it is Zoroark, he hits U-turn, or he thinks of Corv Swap. Oh. Interesting, eh? Interesting. So the crit is very unfortunate, but it's not that big of a deal, because now I know you're in a Azumarill. I don't need the HP on this, is my thought process. Now I will die to Aqua Jet and E-Speed. And I get outsped. So I can go for another one. Another one will put him in range of not... Just hit another one. Hitting another one's the best play I could do. Oh, wait. Aqua Jet. He's not switching. Let's let him kill himself. Let's let him kill himself, guys. Let's see. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Literally. Please. Please. I encourage it. Roosting looks good. Because you either kill yourself... Or I can keep my momentum up because I don't need the HP on this, really. I'm going to keep my momentum up, I think. Well, you're not switching. Switching makes no sense. And it's in the same situation anyway. Unless I double... No, I'm just going to roost. You do switch. Why would you switch? Because if I U-turn... No, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Regardless... There is something on my screen. Oh, it's Zoroark. Because it didn't take all the damage in the world. There's a Zoroark on my screen, guys. What do I do about it? Is the next question. What do I do about it? And I don't know what the answer to that is. It's an interesting one. He can't kill me. I can't do anything to him. But I mean, like, you can't touch me, really. So if I just slow U-turn. Slow U-turn seems like I don't want to take any damage. So slow U-turn looks great. Slow U-turn. Oh, you just took chip. Thanks. Do I hit fling, guys? Do I hit fling? Do I fling, guys? I think I win the game by hitting fling. Oh, well, okay. I actually don't if he switches. Well, I do because I have this. I think I have a plethora of options. And I think Dark Pulse is good. I think Fling is good. It's either or. I can do whichever. So who do I want to kill? I want the kills to go to Sneasler. So I'm going to hit Fling. Because it's fun. Well, there's an Azumarill in the back. So it's actually not over. And Fling would be Troll. So let's just go Fishery Business. Let's just hit Dark Pulse. And then we'll find out what goes on. We'll find out what goes on. Right? Because you sack Azu here for sure. Yeah. And now you know I'm a Dark Pulse. Great. Of course I was going to be Dark Pulse. It's the only move to hit. Now you Arcanine. You take all that chip in the world. I think I'm safe to win the game. Because this thing should kill from this range. This thing kills. I could go Corv to get guaranteed chip and not sack Fishery Business's... Yeah, let's go Corv. Let's go Corv. It's the same either way, I believe. So, I think sack Corv, he gets Rocky Helmet chip. I take 2 head smashes. Looks good to me. Oh, he doesn't take chip. But I took 2 head smashes, so he cannot head smash sweep. It's not a thing he can do. Draco should kill at this range. Because if I go this thing and I hit CC, then I'm in danger. So, to my knowledge, I wonder if I've trolled this game somehow. Yeah. Possibilities are there. Oh, wait. It's a 93. Wait, I've trolled. Maybe. We'll find out. Okay, okay, that's chill. You can't win. You can't E-speed sweep. You can't. Right? At -2, is it better to Drake here, or... Dark Pulse is a better play. There's no E-speed sweep here, right? Am I trolled? I'm not trolled. This doesn't kill. Okay. Good game. Good game. Really good game. I kind of want to... I don't want to end it as abruptly as last time, but like... The prep was good. I think his Scarf Zoroark, he played his Zoroark really well. Honestly, he played it really well. I do think Amoonguss didn't get as much done as he would have wanted, is what I'm thinking. Because even though it like kind of chips knees, I can't help but think Noivern would have gone insane, especially once CLOD got dead. My counter, I'm so happy the counter worked out. I'm so happy counter worked. Holy moly. But yeah, MVP for this, for me, I almost want to give it to Hydreigon. He had a really good game. All my mods had really good games except for Dondozo, which was a fraud. But other than that, look at the amount of moves he used. 2, 4, 5, 6 moves in a 33-minute game. That's not bad. That's a nice 20%-ish. Corviknight also had a good game. No, but Hydreigon's my MVP for sure. And Sneeze is at... Did he get 2 kills? Or just 1? I don't remember. If he got 2, then he's tied for kill leader. If he only got 1, then he's only 5. Whatever. Okay. Well, GG's. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, have yourself a good one. We 2-0, boys. Let's go.